Hello, my name is Leo and I am lucky to be living a dream. I used to live in a downtown apartment but an opportunity came up and I moved into this mansion that had been abandoned for 2 years. It was cheap for us due to its condition, it had been destroyed. My goal is to reform it and make it shine again.
Repairing an abandoned mansion.
If you are new to this series, find the previous chapters in the description, so you can experience the complete evolution of the reform from the beginning.
In previous chapters. Subscribe.
How much does it cost to live in such a house? I'll tell you in a few seconds, but take a guess.
Chapter 1, Season 2.
Every month we pay an average of €400 for electricity and gas. Some months it can go up to about 600, and others go down to 300, but the average is €400 each month in electricity and gas. Per year it would be between 3,600 and 7,200, only in electricity and gas. I can see my dark circles under my eyes. But it doesn't matter. We pay for water every month about €250. It varies depending on the time of year. We had a problem with the pool system, it emptied twice and we had to refill it twice. This summer we paid a lot for water, and to this we have to add the cost of telephone, internet and more. The rent, which is ultra low due to the condition of the house. But if we were to pay what the houses in this area cost, which are between €3,500 and €4,000 a month, it would be much more. Luckily, this is not our case, but imagine that we were really paying that rent. Living in this house would cost between €4,500 and €5,000 each month. Imagine that instead of being 4 of us who paid the costs of electricity, light, water and so on, imagine that instead of being 4, we were 2. In other words, a family with children, the parents would have to earn a lot of money to be able to afford this kind of housing. And living so far from the city, we spend a lot of money on gas. This house is beautiful, but keeping it is not cheap. Do you remember the time we spent uprooting trees, planting bushes, clearing the palm tree area and laying grass here? Take a look at how it is now, 5 or 6 weeks after I haven't done any maintenance. You guys were so happy when I fixed this. I will tell you some bad news. When you finish a house renovation, if you want it to look pretty, it requires maintenance. You have to work it every week, you or an employee. Let's see how long it takes us to fix up again the areas we have already renovated. Let's see if among so much undergrowth I can differentiate. Which is the bush and which are the weeds? God, how much? I should look for a bag. Let's see how long it takes me to remove this and make it look decent. The lights were no longer visible. I speeded up as there was a lot to do. I already filled 4 bags. 4 bags, and we've only cleared 2 blocks of this hallway. It stung me. It stung me again. I don't know what it's called, but it stings a lot. Look at those little white hairs, it itches a lot. Time passed, time that could be invested in reforming another part of the house. I finished. Look how many bags I have filled, 5 bags full of weeds in just this part. A big change, my goodness. From the mountain of weeds that was there, to a very clean area. One is missing, I have to replace a bush that died here. Now I will continue weeding this area, and I will also remove the weeds that are invading the area of palm trees. A few weeks ago, this was 2 circles of stones and the rest was sand. Well, now look how many weeds have grown with the rain these days and without me taking care of the area. I swear I would give anything to have a gardener, a handyman or whatever, come here every week to do this. Especially because now I will clean this up, and they will congratulate me. But so that what has happened doesn't happen again, that weeds don't take over everything, this should be cleaned regularly. At least once every week or every 10 days or so. I would give anything to have a person to clean this up. I'll have to do this off camera. I'll do it now in this chapter, but I won't do it anymore for another video. It's a job you won't see, and seriously, it's a lot of work.
15 minutes later.
Family, we will make a small change. My plan today was to work until 3 or 3:30 in the afternoon, then go to lunch and then go to buy tools that I need to continue renovating this house. This would go a lot faster if I had a new, quality rake, since the one we had we threw away because it was broken, so let's reorganize. We will go now to eat, buy all the tools and continue working when we return home, because there are quite a few things to buy. In addition to the rake to remove all these weeds, we have to buy more cement because another block has fallen off the wall. If you remember, we repaired 2 or 3 pieces that fell from this wall, and now one of these has fallen. We're also going to buy some string so the edging machine can cut all of this, because I'm out of string and all of this needs to be cut. Now we will eat, and we will buy the tools that we lack. Then we'll go back to work, and since it's very hot and I haven't had breakfast, I'm starving. Let's eat.
After driving 30 minutes.
We have eaten very quickly, now we are going to buy the tools because I remembered that now it gets dark very soon. If I want to work with light, then I must hurry. I don't remember what I came to buy. A rake, oh, and the thread. I have to buy more cement. I want to put exterior LEDs that go with solar panels in the garden, in the parking lot, but look at the price. $32.95 every 3 meters, and I need about 20 meters. 23 times 32, that's a lot of money. Let's see if I can order it online and it works out cheaper. It would be cool if the parking lot had LEDs. Oh no, hello.
Hello.
Would you advise me on lawn mowing lines? Now we have to look for the rake. I have been recommended a hoe, but I chose a rake which I think will work better because the soil is very soft.
15 euros.
Great, we've already bought everything. Now I'll drive 30 minutes on the freeway because that's what it's like to live in Mordor. Just to buy a rake and thread, we drove an hour, 35 minutes eating and another hour on the highway. We lost an hour and a half. But, well. Damn, a traffic jam. We will see if the tool I bought works well to start all this and quickly, because right now we have only an hour of sunshine left. It's getting dark very soon, and let's see if I can get this and more done today. It works amazing. When I picked up this tool, the clerk told me this would not work for me, however it is uprooting all the weeds. It works excellent. Look, super fast. Excellent. God, this is great. He recommended the hoe, but this works perfect. There's a lot of bugs in here, man, and I feel like they're on me. Let's go.
One hour and a half later.
I cut that down to a nice, acceptable level, removed all the weeds, and only a few remain. Now we will do the following. We will take the 9 bags of garbage that we have here, 9 bags of garbage. And we'll go edit this video because now I don't have cement. There is little light left, the sun is setting, and I will go drop off the garbage bags. I'll start editing this video and we'll be up early tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Cost, 20 euros. Total time, 3 hours, 10 minutes. The next day.
Good morning, It's 8 o'clock in the morning and I will get up in 5 or 10 minutes, to get to work and make the most of the hours of sunshine that the day has. I have to buy cement, and the place where I buy it is half an hour from my house. So we'll lose half an hour. Good morning. First I'm going to have breakfast because I'm very hungry. A bread with tomato, an egg and a cup of coffee. But another maintenance problem appeared. The pool needed salt, so I have to go shopping. I'm going to see if we have a ladder so I can glue this block that fell on the floor because it has also come unglued. Let's see the engine room. Do we have a ladder? No. Do we really have none? Great, we have a ladder, perfect. 2 blocks fell, one here and the other there. This house has many problems. By the way, in the following chapters, I will start working on that path. I will inform you, I found on the GPS a cement store much closer to my house. It seemed that the day was going to start well, but... Where the hell am I? Where the hell am I? Man. I am safe and sound now. I looked for a place to buy cement without having to drive half an hour. I looked for a place to buy cement close to my house and it brought me to an open field. There was nothing there, and when I corrected the course, I came to a store back here where we can buy cement and salt for the pool. But no. I can't buy cement here because they sell in large quantities. The smallest bag is 20 or 25 kilos, and I need very little. Last time I bought a 1 kilo bag. They don't sell a kilo here, so I'll have to drive half an hour to the mall. After an hour's drive I arrived. 1 hour driving one way. Now, the cement, here it is.
Cement and salt, 39 euros. Time, an hour and a half. Gasoline, 7 euros.
God, it's freezing. It's freezing. Let's prepare the cement. I don't know the proportions of water and cement, I hope they are fine. A little more. I added too much sand. It has become very hard. I think that's it. Now we have cement. First let's test if it fits. It goes like this.
It fits perfectly.
That's right, let's get to work. Let's place it. We already have one attached. I could be quietly editing a video or I could be playing Fortnite. I could do a lot of things, but instead I'm fixing the house. Which one do you think it is?
The left one.
This one?
Yes.
Not this one. It must be this one.
Oh.
This is it.
Very good.
Yes. I am the best worker in the neighborhood.
Good.
In all the episodes of the series, there are expert people in the comments. When I garden, I have gardeners who watch the videos. When I build, I have builders in the comments, and some of them comment positively, Leo, you should do it like this because. Others criticize, Leo, you have no idea how it's done. I always have experts in the comments. I think it's this side.
Yes.
Next and last. Okay, we have the exact position.
God.
Come here, see how this fits perfectly.
It fits perfect.
Leo, YouTuber. And builder. Done. What do I do with what's left over? I prepared too much.
You can.
It's going to turn into a stone. I'll leave it here and whatever.
Salt, check cleaning system, repair wall, 1 hour.
Do you remember when we did this? We left it spotless and full of white stones. Look how it is after 5 weeks without maintaining it. 5 weeks, and check out the weeds. We have a huge plant. This looks like a vegetable, what the hell is this? This is the mint we planted, and we are also going to fix it because it is ugly. I will not clean that area because what I have shown you is mine, but that area belongs to Dalmau. He wanted to do something and he asked me if he could keep the back area to do something. I accepted, but I don't see anything. I am going to ask him to let me reform that part, because it is the only exterior area that needs to be renovated. I will ask Dalmau to let me have it because I am the real home remodeler in the area.
They don't pay me enough.
Look, this plant is a weed. This area has not been touched, it has not been reformed at any time since we have arrived, it is as we found it. With one difference being that the weeds are much taller. If I'm 6 feet tall, this almost measures my height. These weeds haven't been touched since we've been in the house. So, let's fix what I was showing before. God. Man. God, look at that root. Now there is a hole.
There is a big hole.
I love to renovate a house, but I hate maintaining it. I hate having to go through everything, pull up plants and put them in bags, and all that. I learned that at the nursery where I buy the lawn. They said there is a weed poison. You pour the poison in and it kills everything but the grass, because it is a selective poison. I'll pour that poison on the grassy area and it won't kill it. But I asked about the shrubs, and if the shrubs would die from pouring poison on the weeds in the same spot. I was told yes, so I can't put it here. Let's do one thing, do the voiceover as if I were narrating. Right now, do the voiceover as if you were me doing it.
After half an hour, here I am pulling up plants and it's super hard. The roots are hard and believe me, it's harder than it looks. It is difficult to differentiate which plants to uproot and which not.
I said that yesterday.
Really?
I swear. Let's see if among so many weeds I can differentiate the bush from the weeds.
God.
Check this out.
A potato.
A potato, he says. There were a lot of weeds here. But it is vegetation that we are uprooting because humans like it tidy, but we have removed plants that were producing oxygen.
But I think they are massive plants that kill other plants. I think.
Oh my God. This string cuts very well. This is very satisfying.
It looks perfect.
Perfect. This plant is very prickly. Now yes. Look how beautiful it is. It looks nice, but if I don't maintain it once a week or every 10 days, well, we'll have weeds here again. Maybe not now because it's winter and plants grow much slower. But since this has not been fixed since the middle of September, like a month and a half ago, it was hotter and the plants grew faster. And since I have no idea how to fix this mint, I'm going to try it with this. I'll see how it goes, we'll see if I can get this plant in shape.
Man, my eyes.
When I scream, I don't exaggerate. Look.
God.
This hurts. It came out more or less right, well, it didn't come out right. But before, it was a huge ball, now it has a more square shape, right?
Polygonal, I think.
Okay, polygonal. At least, this stone looks nice, and I could have done better, but I'm inept.
Like when they cut your hair and you don't like it and you think, at least it's cut.
At least they cut it off. Well, I shaped the bush. Let's do this, you go eat, I've made macaroni which is in the kitchen, and I'll clean here and mow the grass. We won't record, it will be boring, you go eat.
Will you also mow the lawn?
Yes, I want to keep the mansion pretty.
I'll save macaroni for you. How much longer?
Almost there. Now the pool.
Clean it?
This is the machine that transforms the pool water into good water, that is, it is the treatment plant that cleans the water. Now I will make some adjustments to be able to clean manually. That's how I cleaned, that's how I cleaned. That's how I cleaned. For those who do not know, this is like a broom, rather a vacuum cleaner but for the pool, and you have to do the whole pool. Wait, I found something.
What is it?
Papers that someone threw away. Only the grass at the entrance was missing.
Cost. 46 euros, total time, 6.5 hours.
Okay family. It took me more than 7 hours to put this path here, the lawn in the garden, the pool, and the right side of the house in good condition. I also mowed the lawn up to here. I didn't fix the parking lot plants because I'm going to remove them. I will make a change because there are problems with mud every time it rains, this area gets muddy. Also, there are weeds growing. I will remove the parking lot in another chapter. It took me this long only with the east wing of the house. What would have happened if in addition to all this, I also had to do this hallway? Remove these dry leaves that are on the artificial grass. Taking care of the plants, whatever, and besides, what if I had also had to put in condition this part that is not mine, but surely soon will be? That's a lot of time that I could spend doing other things for you or me. This part is what we are going to reform in the next chapter. So if you want to leave comments or advice on what we could do, I'd appreciate it. Also many of you may wonder, how do we keep the inside of this house as clean and decent as possible? It's complicated to keep it clean, because as we all record, maybe we clean it, then someone records a video and leaves a mess, we clean up afterwards, it's quite chaotic. I'll just say that when we moved here we hired a person to come and clean the house thoroughly, and he spent almost a whole day. What would you do? Would you want to live in this house or not?
To be continued.